He is like a generational outside back that you just don't see very often.
There's not much this man doesn't have.
The guy is a proven winner.
Probably my favourite player.
No man has ever scored more than 8 tries in a single Rugby World Cup.
Lomu can score!
Bryana Habana.
Savea!
Who will be the first to break 8?
Cheslin Kolbe, what a player. He is like a generational outside back that you just don't see very often.
Kolbe as a player is a winner. He's won everything. He's won the World Cup, Rugby Championships, the Champions Cup, top 14s, everything. The guy is a proven winner.
He has that ability to turn a game on its head. He's different to every other player in the world.
He's so quick on his feet, you just lose sight of him if you just blink. So, a very dangerous player and an X factor.
Cheslin Kolbe, probably my favourite player. There's not much this man doesn't have.
Cheslin Kolbe, rugby's not only most gentlest men, but most exhilarating, exciting players. We saw what happened at 2019 Rugby World Cup, a year on from making his international debut, where he scored a phenomenal intercept try against New Zealand down under.
You just can't forget that try against England. Well, especially if you're English, you won't forget it.
Put the nail in the coffin, really.
It looked like he had no space whatsoever. And when you've got poor Joe Marler and a couple of forwards out there just grasping air and the way he just scored that try, it just made it look so easy. There wouldn't have been another player in World Rugby that had scored that try, I can assure you.
To seal the game for South Africa and allow Siya Kolisi to lift that trophy high above his head, you will all know that Cheslin Kolbe is one absolutely phenomenal player.
One of the great things about Cheslin is that there's genuinely not too many weaknesses to his game. He is very slight, he's small, which can sometimes come against wingers.
Certainly not a Van der Merwe, he's not massive, but he's got a huge heart. Defensively, he's brave.
His strength in contact is incredible, given his stature.
Even with his size, possesses a physical ability to not only defend people, but make sure that from an attacking threat perspective, he is at the forefront.
Anytime he gets the ball, regardless of what part of the field he's on, you know that something is going to happen. He is certainly someone who has all the ability, everything's in front of him to break this record.
Oh, brilliant by Cheslin Kolbe!
The chance with him is, I reckon, as high. Coming into a pool that we could create more opportunities for him and the teams that they're playing.
Scotland, Tonga, Ireland, and also Romania. Romania might be his chance as well. I feel bad in saying that, but I guess history suggests there's always sort of one team where there's some blowout scores, and looking at this pool, that's probably the game where this could happen.
I think the biggest challenge against Cheslin not breaking the 8 is him staying fit and playing every game, which is going to be hard. In the coach's mind, it won't be, can he get 8 tries? It'll be, let's get him to the final.
What South Africa does really well, they spread the contribution across the field. We do have a diversity of who scores their tries, and again, given the fact that South Africa really use their upfront prowess to dominate opponents, you don't always get that ability out back to play.
South Africa won't use him in every game, understandably really. They are a team that's going to be semi-finals or World Cup finals, we all know that. They get written off quite early in World Cups and prove everyone wrong.
And I think when you get to World Cup and those big games, a lot of teams revert to type. Teams that we might consider to play a real exciting brand of attacking rugby can go into their shells a little bit, which will suit South Africa. They have those big packs, big ball carriers, and they're able to win the game line. As a winger, you can be guaranteed that he's going to get some good ball on the edges, and it's up to him to create some of his magic.
If Cheslin does play every game, and I think the vital thing is, in all of these, is getting a good start. If you score 2 or 3 first game, then anything can happen. And Cheslin's definitely one that I think, if that happens, then he can get the 9. That's what we want here, 9.